Classes. I think I won't get kicked off at this spot. I think. Well, we'll see. Um, I don't know. It's kind of a heavy morning for me here Sunday. Discovering yet again another mass shooting in my country over hate. And it seems that, there has been a lot of things like this in the news, right? And I don't know, it's really been difficult leaving the United States, going to different countries and really seeing how violent we are as a culture and how people bring that up. There was a time when a lot of people, right, wanted to immigrate to the United States. We just learned about that in my U.S. History 101 class. But a lot of people over here, they don't want to immigrate to the United States. They go to visit, but I just think that we need to do a lot more soul searching as to what the state of our nation is and some of the issues we haven't resolved. But history isn't stagnant. I'm in a very peaceful town in Leiden here. I have to admit, it was kind of random for me coming here. I had a long-term friend, a friend from long ago that she just received a job here and offered me to come keep her company as she kind of adjusted here. And I thought, this would be an interesting opportunity. And so I'm here in the birthplace of Rembrandt and near Amsterdam, and there's all this history, and it's a beautiful place, and I feel like it's almost almost too perfect. Does anything bad happen here, kind of thing? But the reality is, I hear police sirens still. I don't know what's happening. Probably a bike accident, literally. But I'm at this beautiful site here, and this, and not far down, in the 19th century. I think a boat had a bunch of gunpowder that accidentally exploded, and it killed a lot of people and basically traumatized this section of town. And then now they have a memorial to a mayor who helped the people here fight for their independence against Spain, So we have really thoughts of freedom, but also more of violence, right? And here in these streets, Nazis occupied this land and did what they did to the Jews everywhere, and clearly cracked down on the population here. There's a 17th century bar that I like to go to, and apparently they tortured women that were accused of being witches at one point in there. And I guess what I'm saying is you realize that every civilization during different time periods is better or worse. And we can make choices about not necessarily we don't necessarily have the power to always change our society, but we can make choices that we rather contribute to what's better or worse. And I look now, and honestly, this is what I feel like. I'm angered by and outraged by what I'm, seeing this guy going to a synagogue and kill people. Or when I see unarmed black people being killed, or anybody being slaughtered for various sets of reasons, and okay, so I'm angered by those things, but I don't feel like I have a politics of anger, and this is kind of what I'm trying to say. When you have a political movement or a political leader that plays off of fear, anger, and hate, you're probably on the wrong team. You're probably a part of the wrong team. If you think you're going to get a better world out of it, that's my whole point. If you think that you're going to get a better nation or a better world out of any political group from the left or the right or in between or whatever isms they call themselves, that highlights anger and all these things I'm talking about, what are you going to get? What results are you going to get? I'm teaching history now. I mean, we see the results of that kind of politics, and certainly not. I'm not about it, right? And I just think that if that's something that you are feeling, maybe you just need to ask yourself, like, what if the goal of your politics actually could make things happen the way that you think? Like, what would it take to do that, and what would the country look like, right? And I don't know. I just think that that's an important set of questions that we all can ask about. No matter like what. I think it's just a good question to ask ourselves and to look into. I don't know. I'm just a little bit bummed, and I've had too much coffee, and I'll probably go eat a cheese sandwich or something. I don't know. I hope all of you have a good week, and we'll be in touch. Be safe. Take care. Be good.